In the starting lineup right now, Charlie Page is down on the speedway, or possibly that what they're doing, Jeff, is they're just running the track in. We still have quite a bit of water laying on the speedway, so it's going to take a few minutes, and we'll be back with the waving of the green flag. Okay, we're back here at the Selinsgrove Speedway. We're just about set to go with this afternoon's 20-lap late model feature event. On the pole, we've got Scotty Dunn. Charlie Page now displays that green flag. We're underway. Here they come off turn number 4, Jeff.
Okay, Dave Scott was on the outside, got a little high, and we got powers tangling together. Danny Morgan's into the inside fence, spins around.
4 cars spinning.
Dave Pratzko on the number 5. Roger Laughlin nails him and slides up underneath the 27 of Bill Mounts. And now the 4M of
checking the number.
Pete Koch and the 4M who just took over in that. He spun out to avoid some of the action, but he just spun to miss it. We got 55. Denny Morgan sitting there with a lot of front end damage. There's the 4M of Pete Koch. And the 54, Roger Laughlin, who slid up underneath the car.
Can't really get the number off that car.
That's the 5 of Dave Pratzko, because he got spun out, and Roger Laughlin got underneath him there, and the 27 of Bill Mounts is up on the outside fence. So we got 5 cars in this entanglement, and they're going to stop them here in the front stretch.
Now, Roger Laughlin, I know, is figuring on going to Hagerstown Speedway later today. This could be a problem as you see some extensive damage, at least sheet metal or fiberglass damage on that race car. They're gathering up the pieces down there on the number 27 car, so it could be a problem for Roger Laughlin, and possibly the number 54 car, the driver, I'm checking the number here right now, Roger Laughlin, right, and the number 27 car, Bill Houts, is it, Jeff Houts?
Bill Mounts, Houts, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Houts is
Head
right.
down a little bit backwards. It's the 54 of Roger Laughlin, who I would think would be looking to go to Hagerstown tonight. He has extensive damage on that car. The other car, of course, was the number 27 of Houts. So, real melee right here on the front stretch on the opening lap. What a way to get this show underway here, Jeff.
Yeah, Denny Morgan, I really don't know what got him out of shape. I do know that Dave Staum got high as they came off of 4. I believe Steve Campbell, the 5M, tried to sneak through on the inside, tapped Denny Morgan, who just about gathered it back in, but then he caught the inside fence and spun around. But he was clear of everybody as that was going on. And then the 5 of Dave Pratzko got spun out in front of a pile of cars, and Roger Laughlin almost had nowhere to go and just ran right into him.
I think somebody pushed the panic button, Jeff, because like you said, the car that was that initially touched off the event was really out of harm's way. And, you know, you just get on that brake pedal a little bit too hard, things start to, you know, get a little bit slippery out there, and it just touched off a 5-car accident. We'll be back with the restart. No laps completed, so it'll be an original restart. It'll be interesting to see how many of these cars can be repaired and make it back in today's 20-lap feature. Okay, we're back in here at the Selinsgrove Speedway for take 2 in the start of this 20-lap late model feature. A 5-car mishap here on the front stretch on the last attempt. Here they come through turns 3 and 4. Scotty Dunn sets the pace off turn 4. Green flag waves. We're back underway.
Well, let's see if the guys take it a little more easy with this time. Coming down the front stretch heading to the first turn. Here comes the pile of cars coming through as they head into turn 1.
Everybody's jamming up, trying to find a hole as they come off turn number 2. Scotty Dunn out on the point of this field. And you know, Scotty Dunn is running strong enough today. Starting up front like that, Jeff, he could maybe pick up the win here.
Well, he could, but right now Rick Eckert coming off the inside of Dave Staum, getting sideways, trying to make a pass as they come down the front stretch. And the rest of the pack of cars follow.
Dave Eckert moves into that second position now as they round turns 1 and 2. Everybody's chasing Scotty Dunn out there.
We got a caution now. We got the number 7L in the third turn. We've got a stoppage up there. It looks
Dick
like
Houts.
7L of Dick Houts is stopped up there. He's in his first year of limited late model competition. He crawled out of the car now and he's going around to check the front end of the automobile. And we're going to send a wrecker up here to pick up the number 7L of Dick Houts, who is a limited driver in his first year, but he's given late models a try today.
Okay, I think we have 1 lap complete. They may have to go back, though, to an original restart, Jeff. It's really, really tough for the scorers to get a complete lap scored, especially on the first lap, because they come down by here, you know, 3 wide. It's really hard to say exactly where everybody's supposed to be. but it looks like they are going to go with the single foul, so evidently the scorers doing a good job here at Selinsgrove Speedway this afternoon. They were able to get the 1 lap in the record book, and we'll be back for the continuation of this afternoon's 20-lap late model feature. Okay, we're back here at the Selinsgrove Speedway. 1 lap is complete and in the record books. Right now, we're watching the field over on the backstretch as they enter turn number 3. Charlie Page once again brings out the green flag, and we're back underway for the second time here this afternoon.
Scotty Dunn leads the field as they come down the front stretch with Rick Eggert second, and the rest of the cars are slicing and dicing for position.
Down through turns 1 and 2 now. We've got a side-by-side battle for that third spot. The number 10 car battling with Richie Jensen in the number 67.
Dave Stahlman at 10. Jensen gets him as they go into the third turn, and Jensen moves into third place. Jensen is a 3-time feature winner this year at 4-time feature winner this year at Selinsgrove. They finish up second with Tom Peck in points.
Eckert continues to try and run down the number 61 of Scotty Dunn as they round turns 1 and 2.
Eckert putting the pressure on him as they go down the backstretch. Rick is winless here at Selinsgrove this year, but did pop into victory lane 2 times last year in his rookie season of late model racing, so he's in his second season of late models, and he's still putting the pressure on Scotty Dunn as they come down the front stretch.
Scotty Dunn taking their number 61 for a good ride here so far at the Selinsgrove Speedway as Rick Eckert runs in that second spot. Running in third is the number 76 car, is it the 67?
67, Richie Jensen's in third right now, and they're bunched up pretty good there. Scotty Dunn drifting a little high, Rick Eckert coming underneath him, and he's making a challenge as they come off the fourth turn. He cannot get him as he gets a little sideways. Now Jensen ducks in on the inside. We got a heck of a battle going here as Bobby Croup headed to the pits on that front. You saw that, Rick Eckert again on the inside as they go down the backstretch.
Scotty Dunn trying to hang on to that lead, trying to stay off the challenges of Eckert as they round turns 3 and 4 now. Off turn number 4. Who's it going to be? Those side by side.
Rick Eckert is Ed Schaefer and one of, we got caution coming out. We got caution as Ed Schaefer and one of Clay Houston just closed it up, and we were going to have a 5-car battle.
We got a car in the fence here.
Up here in turn
number 1.
Number 1, and I believe it is the number 27 again of Bill Hounds.
So Bill Hout's having a tough day here. Now he encounters the first turn fence. Looks like some sheet metal work missing off the front of that race car.
There's Roger Laughlin had come back out. He heads back into the pits, and his day is not going very good. Roger is a 1-time feature winner here this year, and a couple years ago, he running the limited late model division. He won 10 times, so the late model effort hasn't been so payoff too good for this young driver from McVeigh this season.
Not a very profitable year, I think is the word you were looking for.
I was going to find it sooner or later.
Right. Okay, we really appreciate having you up here, Jeff, because like I said earlier, you've been at Selinsgrove Speedway all your racing life, I guess, and it's just good to have you here. You know all the drivers and their past histories behind these guys. And I got to admit, I don't know most of the late model drivers. We haven't had the pleasure of being at Selinsgrove when the late models were on the card. We've been out here, we've covered some sprint car races. We've actually covered a couple of enduro events here at Selinsgrove before. But when you're not at a speedway, it's really tough to stay up on all the drivers.
Well, late model racing at Selinsgrove, in my opinion, is really second to none. It has nice, wide, sweeping turns, and we got some very good quality drivers out there, and they can run 2, 3, 4 wide. And you don't have to go back no more than 10, maybe 12 years. And when we used to have 15 cars running under a blanket, it reminds you of a NASCAR race, as they were just running under a blanket back at that time. Things have changed a little bit. Things got a little more expensive, but we saw that we were setting up for a good 5-car battle, and that probably will continue after we get the 27 and Bill Hounds picked up and off the track.
Okay, that's the way we stand. Right now, Scotty Dunn, your leader. We have Eckert running in that second spot. Right behind the 0 of Eckert, we have the number 67 of Jensen, followed by the number 1 of...
Probably 76 of Ed Schaefer,
Okay,
and then another one
Schaefer.
of Clay Houston running 5th.
Okay, those are your top 5 right now. We'll return with the resumption of today's 20-lap late model feature. We're back here at the Selinsgrove Speedway. Right there you can see all the enduro cars that are staged and lined up over on the backstretch on the service road, the Speedway. Right now we're just about ready to go back under green as Charlie Page displays the green flag. Here they come off turn number 4. Scotty Dunn, still your leader. Eckert runs second, followed by Jensen in that number 67.
That's Richie Jensen, and Rick Eckert again making another pass attempt at Scotty Dunn, but Scotty Dunn holds him off, and this is actually the best Scotty Dunn has looked here all season, and he looks like a winner today, and he's got a pile of cars coming up behind him. Rick Eckert in second, still Jensen, Ed Schaefer, and Clay Houston all working.
He's definitely on common ground here with this track. It will begin to dry out, and that really equalizes the horsepower on these cars, Jeff.
Yes, it does, and no, everybody's equal right now today, and Rick Eckert still cannot make the challenge. He keeps trying the inside. Scotty Dunn, as long as he don't make a mistake and holds his groove, could be tough.
He's looking good right now, but he is getting a challenge from Eckert off turn number 4. Once again, as they come down the front stretch, Rick Eckert looking for a way around Scotty Dunn. He goes down to the hub rail.
And Richie Jensen just kind of sitting back there. Both grooves are kind of taken up with Rick Eckert running low, Scotty Dunn running high. He's going to see one of them don't make a mistake so he can sneak in there.
Well, the cream has surfaced here now, Jeff. We've got most of the top runners right up front now. Off turn number 4, it's still your leader, the number 61 of Scotty Dunn.
And Rick Eckert second. Now Richie Jensen trying to make a pass on Rick Eckert with Ed Schaefer and Clay Houston right behind them. As they go into the second turn, Jensen get a little squirrely. Ed Schaefer gets up beside of him, and they string out as they go down the backstretch. They stay running in the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions.
Okay, once again, off turn number 4, Scott Dunn into number 61, trying to stay off the challenges of Rick Eckert now as they come down the front stretch and into turn number 1. Eckert down, goes down low.
He keeps trying him on the inside, but it just is not there. Scotty Dunn has the power coming out of the turns.
Really, Scotty Dunn is right where Rick Eckert and Richie Jensen and the rest of those top 5 cars really want to be, Jeff.
They'd rather be up there high, but Scotty Dunn has the groove, and as long as he don't get out of the groove, he's going to stay in that position, and they can't get around him. Now they're really mixing it up, and Rick again tries the inside of Scotty Dunn to no avail. Ed Schaefer trying to get the inside of Richie Jensen, but that is not seeming to work either, and they string out as they go down the backstretch.
Right there you can see a good shot of Scott Dunn, and then number 61 as he takes him into turn number 3. One more time, your leader off number 4 is going to be Scotty Dunn. Black flag being displayed. We got a car.
Halfway point, and Ed Schaefer almost lost control. He lost a couple positions as the 34 Rick Workman got by him, and the 3 above Smith almost did. But as we go up front, it's still Scotty Dunn with a little bit of a lead. Rick Eckert, Jensen going at each other. Okay, Rick Eckert again making an attempt on the inside groove, but it's like Scotty Dunn's going to hold him off for yet another lap.
We got a 4-car battle now down the front stretch. There's 3 wide on the front stretch. Jensen now jumps up into that second spot.
Jensen, really, I get worked on Rick Eckert, and Rick must have slipped a little high as Jensen got underneath him. This is really good racing out here today. I'm loving it.
I'll tell you what, normally the fans, they say a daylight race is never really any good. How could you get it any better than this? Right now we got a 3-4-car battle off turn number 4. Yeah.
Scotty Dunn still leading, but Richie Jensen's now going to be the one to challenge in as Rick Eckert slipped back to fourth place as Clay Houston ducked underneath. Clay's done a lot of asphalt racing this year as he runs at the Clearfield Speedway, and they paved that racetrack. So maybe it's going to suit him a little better if this dries out a little bit, gets a little slick.
A little bit more like brown asphalt out here today, Jeff. Here they come, off turn number 4. Scotty Dunn now has cleared that lap traffic. He's got clear track in front of him. He continues to lead. Richie Jensen into turn number 1.
And then they go in there. Rick Eckert slipped to 4th. Richie Jensen now making a move on the inside. They go side by side. Richie Jensen, as they still go side by side, going down the backstretch. Jensen pulls out on him.
Jensen has taken the lead away from Scotty Dunn. Scotty Dunn, who held the lead from the initial green flag, now has been relegated to that 3rd spot. Jensen, your new leader.
Clay Houston snuck by in that time. I think Jensen and Houston are just outpowering Scotty Dunn now. And Clay Houston sneaks in the 2nd. Dunn back to 3rd, and Rick Eckert and Ed Schaefer in the top 5 positions.
Right there you see Rick Eckert on your screen. Right behind him, Ed Schaefer in the number 76. And now Scotty Dunn slowing down.
Oh, Ed Schaefer, he spins and hits the fence, I believe. It could have been some water off the 61 of Scotty Dunn's car.
Or oil.
And it looks like Schaefer might have got into it, and he's sitting up there. He tapped the fence a little bit. It's hard to say if he did any damage to the car.
I think the number 61 of Scotty Dunn, I think that car has just launched an engine in the number 61 because he's slowing down on the speedway. And
he's coming here in the front stretch trying to get off the track. The yellow has already been displayed, but they had Schaefer spin, but it looked like Scotty Dunn was smoking. Either probably was some oil, got on the track, and then Schaefer got into it and spun out.
So a tough break for Scotty Dunn, one of the budget racers, mixing it up here with some of the heavyweights at Selinsgrove Speedway. And a tough break for the Juniata County driver, Scotty Dunn.
I said it was the best he's looked this year. He was really running strong and holding off the likes of Rick Eckert. Richie Jensen, who's a 4-time feature winner, was quite an accomplishment. It's a shame his day has to end this way.
Okay, we'll be back with the continuation of this 20-lap late model feature.
Okay, we have 15 laps complete, 5 to go. Your leader will be Richie Jensen in the 67. Second will be the one of Clay Houston. Third, Rick Eckert. Fourth is the 34 of Rick Workman. Fifth, the 3 of Bob Smith. Sixth, the 00 of Junior Eckert. Seventh, the 44 Dave Porter. Eighth is the 75 of Don Lutz. Ninth is the 23 of Bateman. And 10th is the 12th of Caper as we go green flag.
Okay, Dan, we're getting right down to it now, Jeff. It's show and tell time as we watch them head through turns 1 and 2. Richie Jensen, your leader, running right behind him in car number 1. He's been hot all day. Clayton Husted, he is in an excellent position to try and come away with a feature win. All he's got to do is get by Jensen.
Oh, that'll be a tough task to do. Jensen, 4-time feature winner, just missed out the Tom Peck to win the track championship. He told me he's going to go for it all the way next year. Clayton Houston usually runs his own number 23, and this he's running number 1 today. It's a C.J. Rayborn car with a Gertie motor. Most sprint car drivers use Gertie engines. He has one in his late model today, and he's putting a challenge on him. Jensen cannot afford to make a mistake right now.
Looking sharp off turn number 4. We've got 2 cars out in front now. They got about 3/4 of a straightaway over your first place man, Rick Eckert.
As they come out of turn 2, Jensen still leading Houston. They're going down the backstretch. Right now it's going to be a 2-car battle. As we're coming up, Charlie Page is ready to give the 2-lap signal.
Here they come off turn number 4. Richie Jensen, Clayton Husted, bring them down. 2 laps to go. Rick Eckert runs in that 3rd spot. He's all alone in 3rd.
As we go back into turn 1, it's still Richie Jensen, Clayton Husted, Clayton just hanging back. Just trying, we got a caution. We got a caution for a spin in turn 4.
Car setting backwards on the speedway right now, trying to pick up the number. Really can't get the number off the rear of these race cars. As you can see, the whole back end of these cars is rather open. Really all you can see is the fuel cell, which is located in the rear of the car. So I'm not able to get a number, and we'll be back with the exciting 1-lap dash, or possibly 2-lap dash, to the checkered flag. Okay, we're back in here at the Selinsgrove Speedway. I'm Johnny Strasser, along with Jeff Ulrich this afternoon, helping out here with the lap-by-lap commentary. That was Ed Schaefer that spun up in turn number 4. That's 2 spins for him today. We've got 2 laps to go. On your leader, Richie Jensen.
And here they come. Clay Houston trying another challenge on the outside. Jensen shuts the door, so Clay ducks to the inside to try to get around him as they head into turn 1. It's Jensen on the outside, Houston on the inside as he shows him his front tires at the door handle, but back into 2nd place, and he drafts him going down the backstretch. Rick Eckert is still in 3rd place.
Ron Workman, or Rick Workman, or Ron Workman, I guess it is, runs in that. Rick Workman runs in that 4th spot. We're getting right down to it now. White flag lap on your leader, Richie Jensen.
Okay, into turn 1, Jensen opens up a little bit of advantage on Clay Houston as they go around the 2nd turn. Jensen got a good bike coming off that turn. He stretches it to a 2-car length advantage as they go into the 3rd turn.
It looks like it's going to be a Richie Jensen show now. Off turn number 4, he has the lead. There's not going to be enough time to do anything with him. There it is, checkered flag wave. Richie Jensen will pick up the win. Clayton Husted will take 2nd. Rick Eckert will take that 3rd spot, followed by Rick Workman. Then we have the number 3 car.
Bob Smith, the 00 Junior Eckert. Dave Corder, our first limited across the line. Followed Junior Eckert, then Don Lutz was in the next position.
So we started out with 25 cars. I think we had some attrition. We ended up with about
11 cars finished the race.
11 cars finished out of 25. So, some of the drivers finding a few problems here on the afternoon.
Yeah, Ed Schaefer had 2 spins, and we figured out the first one probably was because of the oil from Scotty Dunn's car. I don't know what the second one was, and he took it to the pits. As you see, if you look up a little bit further, you see, okay, there's Richie Jensen in victory lane, but if you can get the camera up there and look at Rick Workman, he's ready to leave. His car is sitting
off
the turn 4.
I saw the speedway.
He's ready to go. He's sitting out there. He didn't spin out there. He's ready to leave. He's heading for Hagerstown, and I don't know if he'll get away with going down the highway like that, but he's heading out of here. They got another race to go to tonight.
I would assume they have the towing rig parked on the outside of the speedway, Jeff.
Yeah, they did haul it out there earlier. He had 2 cars here today, so he's going to do some more racing yet tonight, and we'll see. A couple of these guys probably are planning to do that.
Okay, we've got Richie Jensen down on the front stretch in the winner's circle on this 20-lap late model feature event. Beautiful afternoon here, wind blowing a little bit, but the rain not a problem, and we really had an enjoyable afternoon for this late model show.
Yeah, they were calling for heavy rains the whole weekend, which have never happened, which we're glad of. Jensen picks up his 5th win this year, and looks like Teddy Wrights is down there ready to do the interview, and we'll throw it down to Ted.
Richie, this was one of those trying days. I would imagine you're happy to win. Now, we tried to be good here at Selinsgrove and run a late model show, but the weatherman kind of tricked us, telling us it was going to rain, and I know track conditions were not ideal for you guys, and with the money you have and the equipment and realizing your life is at stake, we've got to apologize a little bit for what happened track-wise today, but my God, were you flying?
Well, the track is real nice now. They did what they had to do to keep the dust down, so that's what price you have to pay.
Richie, you were nestled back there in 3rd for a while at the start of the race. The 61 of Scotty Dunn was getting a pretty good ride at the front, but you kind of kept your pace back there, stayed out of trouble, and picked people off one at a time, clean as a whistle.
That's like trying to stay out of trouble out there, Ted, because you can't win if you don't finish.
Well, you're absolutely right. Richie, you're still learning in this late model business, but boy, you're becoming a big winner. This is win number 5 now, an $800 payday today, but I think you're aware of what's coming up here Saturday night, $1,500 to win, and then over $3,000 coming up to win in October. And I know that a lot of these people here who are die-hard late model fans are hoping that one of you Selinsgrove regulars keep the top cash at home.
Well, we're going to give it all we got, and I want to say I thank everybody at Roots first. We sure appreciate it.
Well, I know you do, Richie. Richie, you have an awful lot of guys back here that are helping you keep this thing going, and I notice every one of them are starting to dress up as a team crew here. This is colorful on a sun-baked afternoon.
Yeah, we all come together. We like to do it that way. We took a guess today in the tires. They didn't work too bad, but we might change some for Friday night.
Well, Richie, one quick comment here. I know as you guys ducked into the 1st and 2nd turn on the 19th lap on the restart, did you get any look at all at the car that was trying to pass her?
Well, I could hear him, but I didn't know who was there, so I figured I better keep the hammer down.
I don't blame you. Richie, we want to congratulate you, and I know the photographers are going to be taking pictures from the inside of the car because of the muddy conditions. And again, Selinsgrove apologizes track-wise. It's one of those doggone things that I don't believe any human being can handle.
Well, there wasn't any dust, so you can't ask for more than that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, a Selinsgrove regular, Richie Jensen.
Okay, we're back here in the tower. I'm Johnny Strasser along with Jeff Ulrich. We've seen an exciting late model race here this afternoon, especially the first lap, Jeff. We had a 5-car pile-up. We had a good bit of attrition. We only had 12 cars, actually 11 cars, I guess it was, actually finished the feature out of 25 starters. There's your winner, Richie Jensen.
Yeah, Jensen had a heck of a good race. We did have at one point in the middle of the race, had a good 5-car battle until Scotty Dunn's motor let go, which got Ed Schaefer into the fence, and Ed never did recover to come back up through. But finishing behind Richie Jensen and doing a heck of a job was Clay Houston in orange number 1. Finishing 3rd in the 0 was Rick Eckert. 4th went to the 34 of Rick Workman. 5th spot was the number 3 of Bob Smith. 6th was Rick Eckert's father, Jr. 7th was our first limited finisher and limited track champion here at Selinsgrove, Dave Corder, followed by another former limited driver, Donnie Lutz in 8th, finishing 9th. One-time limited feature winner, Mike Bingaman, who tried to mix it up with the late models today, and in 10th place was the 12A of Mark Carver.
Okay, thank you for the top 10, Jeff. An exciting late model feature, kind of